What's happening, FPL managers? Good evening and welcome back to another FPL video. My name is Mo and you guys are back to another stream of Deadline Stream Part 2. I wasn't going to make this originally, but there's been so much news today and I had to make some final minute changes, and I believe it's my right to tell you guys what I've done, what the latest news is. So if you guys need to make those last minute changes for this big game week, this is your chance to do so. Let me just give you a bit of an introduction or a bit of background about this channel. My name is Mo, this is my channel FPL INKLING. We've just started recently. The background of the channel is literally to give you guys the insight or inklinks for what FPL news there is, what changes to make and what we can do to make sure you guys can make the right transfers to get the best points for your team. Sorry about that. So this is double game week 26. Now I'm going to make a big call here. For me, I've been playing this for 6 to 7 years. This is the biggest double game week or the biggest FPL game week in history of the game. I'll tell you why. The rankings will go up and down based on these games. It's never been a season like this before. There's always been the odd game week where there's, a couple of double game week fixtures. So you always run for those 6 or, 9 players that you want to get in. This is the first time that there are, I think, 7 games which will be played, which are double game week games. So there's going to be obviously 6 teams that are not going to be playing double game week. So this is the chance to get your team up to scratch for double game week and get the best points you can. Also, what I want to say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you view it regularly, please subscribe. Click on the notification icons if you like what you see to get the notifications of when I do release my videos. Now, just a bit of an inkling for you guys. I've had a bet with one of my friends who we've bet actually that if I get 500 subscribers by the end of this season, so before the end of the season, if I was able to get 500 subscribers on YouTube, he'll buy me a PS5. Now that's something that I've taken on board and it's a challenge that I want to do, because not only do I like coming on here, sharing my news and giving you guys the best information and the best chances to do well in your league or overall in the game, I want to win that PS5 at the end of this FPL season. So please support me. Let me know how I'm doing. Keep leaving me comments. So you guys left me a comment saying that on little kind of like mobile phones and screens, you can't really see my team. So please make the screen bigger. So I'll kind of rearrange the outlook of my kind of like screen. So I thought I'd let you guys see how this looks. Give me feedback again. Is this better? Do you prefer this layout? Was my previous layout better? So I'm always looking to improve and let you guys know that I'm listening to you, and I want to make this the best channel possible for you guys to enjoy the content and view the teams and players that we discuss on a video basis that we will cover. So let's not waste any further time. Let's begin with why I've made this second part to my deadline stream in game week 26-27, double game week Bonanza. So the main reason was Jack Grealish. Now Jack Grealish, the big news around him was he got injured at the start of game week 25 and he didn't play the game week that has just gone by. Now the news was leaked by Aston Villa players to certain people, and few managers were able to actually get the news and take him out of their team. Now he's 7.5 million for some managers, 7.6 if the price has risen for him. Now that's a huge chunk of your budget invested into a player who won't be playing. Aston Villa relies solely on him. He is their captain, their main talisman. He runs the show. He kind of like makes them click, and that's how they have been able to perform so well. And he hasn't missed games in like I think 42 games. So somewhere like back in like a couple of years ago where he missed a Premier League game where he didn't feature for Villa. So how are they going to cope? I'm not too sure. The fixtures on paper seem winnable for them based on the form that they've had this season. So not last season. So basically on this season, I believe they got Leeds away and Sheffield United away. So they're 2 away games. I believe they can win it. I've got Watkins and Martinez in my squad. But again, he's a huge miss. Will Traore, El Ghazi, Barkley, Watkins be able to link up and get the same kind of like, let's say, smoothness or kind of like the kind of creativity is the word I'm looking for Aston Villa to get those chances and score those goals. So let's see how they do pan out. So this is the reason why I made this video, is because it's caused me to make 2 more transfers. So start the kind of like game week, I made a video for the deadline stream. I gave everyone my future planning. So it shows that planning too early sometimes can be costly. But in this situation, it wouldn't have deterred anything of my decisions that I'd already made. Now, I've already lost 8 points because I made 4 transfers, and I've lost a further 8 points today because I've made 2 more transfers. So I'll go through those with you. So if you haven't seen my previous video, just to give you guys an update, I made 4 changes. So I took out 4 players and I brought in De Bruyne. I've brought in Jamie Vardy, Watkins, and I brought in Reguilon. So today I changed Van Bissaka from my defensive formation, and I've added in Diaz. And I brought in Barnes. I took a grasp there because this is not an easy decision. I brought Barnes in for Grealish, so that was a pretty much straightforward swap. Now, why did I do that? I was looking to bring in Diaz anyway in the next game week, but I thought if I'm going to make the call, make it now, because on paper they do look more friendly fixtures than Van Bissaka Manchester United fixtures, who are going to be playing Chelsea and Crystal Palace. And to be fair, I've actually had enough of them consistently picking up clean sheets, so I want to join the bandwagon now, because I went the reverse way. So there's a choice of going 2 defensive City, or you could go 3 aggressive attacking returns for them. So I went for the 3 aggressive attacking, but it hasn't paid off. Jesus I've taken out, so I brought Diaz in. So that's the reason for bringing him in. And I've taken a 16-point hit. Now for me, that is quite a big hit, but there are managers out there that have taken near enough 16 to 20, maybe 24 points to get. I think they're looking for 15 whole players to get double game weeks from them. So I might not be that far behind. I don't have any kind of like bench boost or triple captainships left, or a wild card. So I've played this on my own transfers. I'm taking a punt. I'm around 1.4 mil. I'll probably fall further down before the game week starts because of the transfers, but I believe enough other managers have done those transfers. So if we miss out on too much, in my opinion, in terms of ranking. So it's going to be kind of like a clean slate. Now then is where the real game starts. Who will get the best points? Who will get the most favourable fixture results? It's going to be based on that. Now for me, Fernandes is still my captain. I am tilted towards Vardy and De Bruyne, but for Vardy, he's just lost to Slavia Prague at home. Probably not in a good place of mind, and the team morale might be down, but they want to come back with a backlash. Arsenal, on the other hand, who they are playing, have just won against Benfica, so they're on a high. So I'm not sure how much that's taken out of them too in terms of the team. You've got De Bruyne, who's got 2 home games now. I'm not too sure because he's on penalties or not. It's going to be Gundogan, so I don't want to really take that risk. I want a specialist on a penalty taker. So Vardy and Fernandes are kind of like my first and second choice at the moment. So I'm sticking with Fernandes, and then we can see from there where if I do decide to change my mind last minute. But at the moment, I'm 99.99% sticking with Fernandes because I do believe it's going to be a differential. Now everyone's going for a differential captain. Most likely, if people are going to play triple captain chips, Kane is the most favourite. In my last video, I said a golden chip for me, or the golden kind of like tip of the week or differential essential for me is going to be DCL. His 2 fixtures are so favourable. If you look at it on the fixtures list, I know that Kane will be playing Burnley and Fulham away and home, but what I'm trying to say is if you want to go differential, you want to go big. So for me, Fernandes is owned by 60% of managers. Great. But how many of those managers are going to actually captain him? I don't think that many this week. For this week, I'm talking about. So let's see what happens, how many managers captain him. So for me, I'm just going to go for Fernandes, take the chance, see how he does, and let's see how it goes. RB Barnes, I've considered. Gundogan, I've considered. But I believe that it's just Fernandes is just an absolute greatest of all, in terms of FPL points this season, and actually ever since he joined us in January last year. So this is my team. I'm playing a 3-5-2 formation. I've got Martinez, Reguilon, Diaz, followed by Shaw. My midfield is De Bruyne, Son, Fernandes, Barnes, Gundogan. Watkins and Vardy are my 2 strikers. So let me go through my bench with you guys as well. Martin for West Ham never plays. You've got Dyer, he's got a double game week. So if one of my players, apologies for that, doesn't play, he will come on. Bamford and Douglas, who plays for Leeds, but I think he got kind of like a loan move or a transfer. Let's have a look. Blackburn Rovers to the end of the season, he won't be playing. So that is my team news for game week 26 and 27, which is going to be a double game week. Let's go through the fixtures itself. So if you guys haven't made your transfers or are looking to lock in your teams, just to let you guys know that you guys have to get it in by game week 26, Saturday, tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning. So the first game is at 12:30 between Manchester City and West Ham, followed by West Brom, Brighton, Leeds, Aston Villa, Newcastle and Wolves, which is the late fixture. On Sunday, so many more firecrackers. You've got Crystal Palace, Fulham, Leicester, Arsenal, Spurs, Burnley, Chelsea United and Sheffield, Liverpool, followed by Everton and Southampton on Monday, and then City, Wolves on Tuesday. Wednesday, Burnley, Leicester, Sheffield, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace and Manchester United, and then the last game weekday is Thursday the 4th of March, which is Fulham, Spurs, West Brom, Everton and Liverpool and Chelsea, which will be an absolute cracking game. So let's see. A lot of people may actually just go Mo Salah because he might not be highly owned by players this week, or in terms of captaincy choice, you might not be the most favourable. So let's see how we go from there. So this is my game week, guys, team for the double game week. Remember, lock your teams in before the 11 o'clock deadline. Please do not forget, this is the game week where I believe the season will be defined. You can go up in ranking or you can go far back down below. You can catch up the people you always want to catch up. Where do you want to finish? What is your ambition? So for me, my first target is to get into the top million, which hopefully I believe I can do not only in this week, but probably over the next week or so, and then really aim for as high as I can. So these are my tips. This is what I would like to do. It's been a really kind of like unpredictable season. What will this weekend bring for us? We can always hope for the best. Best luck to all the managers. And that's it from me in regards to the team news. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before I do leave, let me know how I've done. Like the video, click subscribe, leave me some feedback. Let me know how you guys find the new layout. Let me know how you guys find the content. Let me know what I'm going to do well. So I look forward to hearing from you. I hope everyone's had a good week and, you know, they're looking forward to the weekend. Please, please, please help me out. Subscribe to my channel. As you guys have known already, if I do win this bet and get 500 subscribers before the end of the season, then I'll get a PS5 and I'll be a happy person. And, you know, at the end of the day, if you guys help me, I'll help you guys out with FPL as well. So have a lovely evening. Enjoy your weekend. Get your teams in. And I'll see you guys soon.